Good morning, Inspire and Illuminators. It is me, Jennifer Engel, CEO and founder of Inspire and Illuminate, which is me just doing these Jaunts with Jen. Doing a book launch, which will be, we finally have a date, July 22nd for Highest Possibility States. Just posting my morning quotes. And then my Jaunts are about where my morning quotes and reflection come from. So yesterday, and a lot of times I reflect on the past 24 hours, I was getting ready to have a couple of friends over. And in addition, I'm also getting ready for this book launch party. Now, on one hand, a book launch party might seem that it's all about me and my book. And on one hand, it is. But on the other hand, I want to serve the people who come. It isn't just going to be, hey, look at me, look at this book I wrote. It's going to be, let's celebrate together. Here's some food, here's some drinks, here's some little trinkets, and here are some things that hopefully you can think about in your own life. And then I was also speaking with a friend who was going to get ready to help a person who's going through a hard time. But she confided in me that helping this person is also taking a toll on her own psyche and emotions. And I said, I think it's very admirable that you want to help this person. And logically, she could understand some of the things that the other person did to put himself into this situation, but she still feels that she wants to help. And I said, that is awesome. That's very admirable. But then I told her toward the end of the phone call, I said, make sure you take care of yourself first. If this person is draining too much from you, promise me you're going to withdraw and take care of your own self first. Because if you don't take care of yourself, there's no one there to take care of anyone else. And I'm going to give a little, speech or soapbox or whatever, and I don't mean to put anyone down or anything. And I kind of know where it came from, historically speaking, but also I believe as a society we have evolved to a higher place and space. Okay? So for example, many women end up serving their families, and their families don't always end up helping out or serving the women or the family. Now, historically speaking, back in the day, you had the hunters and gatherers, the women took care of the home, the men took care of the hunting and things outside the home. This kind of carried all the way into the 40s and 50s. But then World War II hit and things like that. The men had to go to war and the women had to go to work. And now the women were working and taking care of their families. You move into the 70s, 80s, 90s, and even today. And I think it's getting better as the younger generations grow up. But sometimes we still have that dichotomy, where now not only is it the woman's job, in some homes, to take care of the family, but in many cases the women are volunteering or working full time. And so what I think is really interesting is so many women are getting sick. So many cases of breast cancer and things like that. So if we don't take care of ourselves first, and in my belief and view, a relationship should be a circuit. You should be getting back as much energy and care as you are giving out. Now there are going to be some times, some exceptions, where someone's going to be sick. Someone's going to be down and out. And so when I think about my questions, over time, like taking the average over time. I'm not talking about specific instances. I'm talking about in general, over time. You know, I did lots and lots of volunteering for like a garden network. I did lots and lots of volunteering almost every weekend for a church. And I got burnt out because I was giving and giving and giving, and I really didn't get much back. And so eventually, you know, I used my 3 questions. How's this making me feel in the moment and over time? Burnt out. How is it making me more or less functional? My house was a mess. I was taking care of somebody else's house instead of my own. And it did not give me more energy, it made me more tired. So eventually, I left that volunteering position. And so many times, the people or organizations that you volunteer for will use almost like mind games or emotional triggers. Well, we want you here, you're a valuable part of our team, blah, 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 blah. But you have to do what's right for you. Now, I still volunteer. I volunteer a lot of hours for a writer's group. But the writer's group gives me stuff back. I comment on their stuff. I set things up. But in return, they comment on my writing. My writing becomes so much better, and they contribute to an end product that I put out. So to me, the volunteer here is a good energetic circuit exchange. Okay? So yesterday, I was sitting there, and as I'm getting ready to serve my girlfriends, who are really awesome, I found that I had more energy. I was happy. I was pleased. I was privileged and honored to serve them. So that made me happy and functional and gave me more energy. So that's a good thing. And then I thought to myself, well, this would also be I should do more of this, creating workshops for women empowerment. So in addition, it kind of sparked an idea for that. So when it comes to serving a friend, serving family members, serving your community, volunteering your time, again, you can use those 3 questions. How does this make me feel? It should make you feel joyful. It should make you feel positive. Is it giving me more or less energy over time? It should be giving you more energy on average. There may be some days where it takes a little bit more than it gives, but that's okay. Again, that's where the part over time really comes in. So it's more like you're taking an average. And then, does this serving opportunity make me more or less functional? I hope that this talk has helped someone today so you can use the power of your own service to first help yourself and then help those around you. Because now, more than ever, the world does need to be served, but you need to be served or serviced as well. Peace and blessings.